I have the unique honor and privilege to bring up our very first speaker. For some of you, this is probably your very first time. I guess I'm a little biased, but I'm being honest too. Like, she's one of my favorite speakers. Like, I love hearing from her. We've grown up in the business. We actually met in the business, but we're family, right? We're family now, and that's the beautiful thing about this business, that you can meet strangers and strangers become family, Kristen. And so that's the beautiful thing. And I'm just excited. I don't want to steal her thunder, but regional leader out of the state of Michigan. She's a Spartan, y'all. Just so you know, so don't say go blue to her, right? She's a Spartan, y'all, right? See, she don't got no choice but to agree to that, Mike. She don't got no choice but to agree. But regional leader out of the great state of Michigan, Kia Fry, take it away.
Thank you so much. I like how you push that upon me, but go green.
Go white.
Go blue, right? But yeah, so it is my extreme pleasure to be able to come on and speak to tonight. I wanted to be on our very first night that we had Tuesday, and life was life, and so I wasn't able to be here. But I am excited, you all. I am also tired. Why? Because we just came back from a European vacation, and so one of the things that I wanted to do was be able to come on and share some lessons that I got from our trip. So it is my intent to be able to really touch you all in terms of really getting to your heart and understanding about this business, and move you to a point of action where you are moving for yourself, right? We are in this business really for our goals and dreams, and sometimes we get so caught up in everything that we're doing for the team, for our coaches, that we forget really about ourselves. And so with that, I just want to be able to just share a little bit of what I got. So number one, we really have to get what we have here, right? We don't understand it until things happen. And so for some of you, you know that throughout this course of this year, but really the last 3 to 4 months, maybe 5 months, my mom and I had been given the pleasure and task of caring for my grandmother. And so she has since made her transition in November. And so from there, after that happened, we were able to continue. We had already had a trip planned to go to Europe. So we had a 10-day cruise on Norwegian Cruise Line. And so we had the pleasure of going to Italy, France, and Spain. And so why am I sharing like the beginning part and that? Because in this, I just want you guys to get the gift of the business and what we have at our fingertips. Not one time, and who we have in our coaches, right? So during the entire process, Jarrell and Jackie continue to be phenomenal. And like he says, we are family and we've gone through a whole lot together. And so what sometimes you guys don't understand, you look at this as maybe a job or a hobby or a little quick thing that you're doing, but really Hustlers as a whole is a family, right? In terms of also with Dream Releaser. So there isn't anything that we might be going through that they won't understand. And but you have to be in communication. So because of the fact that we were talking all the time, they knew exactly what was going on. They were never on our backs in terms of what needed to be done. They understood from our relationship, whatever it is in terms of work that we would do, we would get done. But they allowed us to have that space to go through life and without feeling any added pressure, right? And so that is intangible and is a gem that we have just in our organization as far as Fearless Hustlers goes. But then also fast forwarding to the business aspect of Primerica, and going on that trip, there's really nothing else that I could see. I couldn't see any other position or job that would allow you to, number one, take those days. That was almost 2 weeks, right? Without checking in, without needing to clock in, without needing to talk to a boss, without having any of that. So we went on this cruise with my aunt and my cousin. And so at this point in time, in looking in terms of income, where they are financially, income wise, they make a lot more income than I do at this moment. However, I was able to get a glimpse of the freedom that Primerica provides. And so this is what I really want you all to get. Now, in terms of making six figures, they both make six figures, right? One's an independent contractor, another one is an executive. And so we're out of the country, in the middle of the ocean, not in the United States, right? They're checking their emails and responding to colleagues that need their assistance. Why do you need my assistance? And I'm across the globe. Like, that was something that I looked at. Whereas I didn't have to worry about a internet package or anything like that, because of the fact that I knew that I needed to unplug from everything. I said, when I left, I made it clear. Don't call, don't write, don't text, don't send smoke signals, because I'm not answering, right? I need to be completely unplugged because I needed to rejuvenate, I needed to replenish, I needed to find my peace again, right? And so what I'm seeing, I'm listening to my cousin, she's having this conversation about, I tried to plan beforehand for all of these things to be taken care of so they wouldn't call me, because I told them that I would be out of town and I wouldn't be able to take care of these things. Well, these people called her anyway. And so because it's her responsibility, now, yes, she couldn't physically be there, but she still had to call other colleagues to be able to handle what needed to be taken care of. I didn't have to do that, you guys. My mom didn't have to do that, right? And so coming off of the whole thing that my grandmother had passed, we're now on this cruise. I don't want to think about anything or anybody else. The crazy thing is, now clients were calling me and sending me messages like, hey, I need this or that, but I wasn't obligated. I could simply say, hey, I'm out of the country. I'll be back in town and I'll handle that December 1st. If it's an emergency, then I can have somebody else deal with it. But I didn't have Jarrell and Jackie calling me and saying, hey, we need you to take care of this, or hey, when will you be back? I didn't have that, right? And then Glenn Williams wasn't on my phone. Nobody was calling me for me to check in. So the other piece to that is just about the autonomy of it all, right? So not only do you have the freedom to be, you don't have a boss, you don't have anybody telling you what to do. But then also, I had been gone for 2 weeks, hadn't talked to a client, hadn't done any business, really have done very, very, very little business since this whole time of taking care of my grandmother. And yet money was in my account. So I was still paid without showing up, right? From work that I had already done, work that I had already completed, right? So don't ever, nugget, write this down, let anyone tell you about your securities license. It is very, 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 very important that you all get your securities licenses. It breeds freedom. So yes, on a very small scale, it's not like there's a lot of income that came through, but it was still enough to be able to pay certain bills while I was gone, right? Because of the residual that comes in from doing work for people, from just helping families, you guys. It's not like we're out here selling lotions and potions. Like, these are things that people need in order to feel financial freedom. So because of that, and because of the life insurance that I had done prior to, God only knows how many times ago, how long ago, there was still what's called an earned check that came in, right? So this business repays you. And so if you ever have anybody making you question on why you should be here, if you don't hear anything, just hear that I was gone 14 days and really a whole lot prior to that. And I know that on the 15th, the 25th, that I'm going to automatically have money direct deposit in my account. I don't have to call anybody, let you get $1. I got you, bro. I don't have to call anybody for that. I don't have to request that. I don't have to remind anybody of that. It's just automatic, right? And so the point is, when you do the work, you reap the reward. And when you do the right thing over time and you're consistent, then you'll have income come in. So what did that do for me? That made me think right there in that moment, like I wasn't there and I had income, cash flow. So now that's making me think, well, the only thing that I need to do is set myself up so thousands of dollars is coming into my account when I'm not there. So I can look at the sun and the sky and just be present in the moment and not have to worry about, oh, what am I going to do when I get back home? What do I need to do when I get back home? What's going on at home? I didn't have to worry about what was happening in the United States. I was there and I was present in the moment of seeing the flamenco dancers, in the moment of being at the ranch and looking at the horses, in the moment of just observing God's creation of the ocean and the sky and the clouds and just being in awe. Like I was able to be present and also be intentional. So with that, that made me say, you will never, I don't care if I need additional income, that's fine, right? But I'm a Primerican and a crusader for life. There's no place that I will go, because regardless of where I am, I'm still going to have cash flow and income because of the work that I've already done. So that just means that we got more work to do, right? So get your license, regardless if it's your life license or if it's your security license, get all of your licenses and go and freaking help families, because it pays when you make those phone calls. We get so caught up in the struggle and what it looks like, right? But when you make those phone calls and you actually help those clients, it comes back. So just make sure that your service first, and then everything else will follow. So that's just that in terms of the business. The other thing is, so what other lesson did I get? Number one is health is very important. Okay, you guys, like health is extremely important. Don't let anybody tell you that health is not important. It is. So many people were there, and one of the things that I was looking at across the globe, those people were healthy. Okay, like the only ones that were overweight, out of shape, and couldn't function was us, United States, right? So Italy, France, Spain, walking, jogging, running, climbing, like they were doing all the things. So your health is important. Why? Because I was seeing people that were on the cruises and they weren't really able to enjoy them because of their health. The health was stopping them from enjoying life the way that they wanted to. So we can have all the money, we can build, we can do all of those things, but if we don't have our health, then it's not gonna matter. So make sure your health. Number two is ask for what you want, right? And so regardless if it's in this business or in life in general, ask for what you want. Just make the ask. Because one of the things that I saw was, regardless if it's food, time, love, attention, or a better deal, ask for it. Most times that I learned is, especially with being on the ship, people will try to accommodate you. And if they can't accommodate you, then ask the next person, right? Because somebody is going to give you what you want if you're persistent enough. Now, you ain't got to be a jerk. We saying have great character, right? But still ask for what you want and know you're worthy and deserving of getting whatever it is that you desire. And if you don't get it in that moment, just remember that this time the answer didn't go in your favor. But because of that, just remember that all things work together for your good. So you might not get it yet, but it doesn't mean that it's not working in your favor still, right? So just ask for what you want. If you want it, ask for it. Don't go with the program just because. Just make sure that you ask for what you want. The other thing flowing into that is understanding that you deserve the luxury treatment. So when we walked in, you go to this complimentary place, and it's like you walk in, it's like an upscale restaurant. It's all linens and fine dining and everything like that, right? And so when you sit down, the waiter or the maitre d', depending on who sat you at the table, they always put the linen across your lap, right? And you had wine glasses and water glasses, and the service. And so I'm sitting there, and these people are just like coming around, coming around. So in that moment, just taking it in, I had to understand, like, I can get used to the royalty treatment, right? I can get used to living in luxury. Why do I not think that this is something that should be on a daily basis? Well, number one, I got to remember that I'm worthy of it, right? And so each of us is worthy of living a life that we don't need to escape from, right? Each of us is worthy of living a life of luxury, regardless of what that means to you. What means luxury to me might not mean luxury to you, but whatever that is in your heart, just know that you deserve it because you are God's creation, which means that you are magnificent, right? And so if that is so, then why aren't you worthy of all of the things that are glorious and magnificent in his sight? Right. So with that, just know and understand, you got to know that you're worthy. When you know that you're worthy, then you're not afraid to ask. So that's one of the things that I got too. When you know that you're worthy, you're not afraid to ask. So you're not afraid to call that person on the phone and ask for you want to get in front of their most influential people. Why? Because you deserve these things. So that was that. Love is a requirement in all things that we do, right? Love is a requirement. You are worthy, so you should be getting that. The other thing is that I kept looking at, and as we were sitting across from the table, we went and we were sitting like at the marina, Oceanside. They came and they made, I don't know if anybody's ever had paella. And so we had paella, and then had the seafood paella dropping in the heart. I see Aaron kind of smile in that instance, right? So they had that, right? And so they also asked if anybody had any allergies, anything like that. So because of the fact that, hush, Jarrell. You so silly. So because of the fact that they asked like anybody had any allergies, so if you didn't have seafood, they made accommodations for us. Why? Because we spoke up. So that's that asking thing again, right? We spoke up and said, "Oh no, not fish eaters or whatever." So they made a vegetable one. And so I'll drop in the chat later like what that looked like, because I have actual pictures. I had so many pictures I couldn't share my screen to do that. But the whole thing, Jarrell, stop it. You distracted me. So the whole thing about that was we got a chance to fellowship with a ton of people that was on that excursion, and they made everything family style. So everything always, no matter where we went and what we did, it was family oriented. And it's like, that's weird, right? Because you just have a bunch of strangers that's on a ship that's happened to go for a common goal, which is this excursion that you go on because you want to see, how the people live, or you might just be, going to the sightseeing and things like that. But we got a chance to be, at this table, and they just like fed us like so much food, y'all, like a ton of food that we were just like stuffed. But in the midst of all of that, and talking. One of the families that we were sitting with, she was talking and she was talking about her children, and she said the one thing that she was talking about is she was like, my children are in their 20s now, and one of the things that I try to instill in them is to live life now, right? And so they're from Florida. They have been married 28 years, and living a beautiful life. But they were talking about and going on trips and living life and making memories. So many times we want to keep telling us ourselves that we can't do it until we need to do this first. I got to wait until the kids get older. I need to wait until I build the business. I need to wait until whatever until is. We wait, we wait. We wait. And sometimes the time escapes us and we're not able to have the until never comes. So one of the things that she was talking about was that telling them to build it now. Like while you're building it, live life. While you're building it, build memories. While you're building it, experience life. Have experiences. Like do things with the kids. Talk to the people. Surround yourselves with the people that make you happy. Because life is very, very short. And the one thing that they always talked about is even though they got a chance to do the cruise, and they weren't that old, but even though they got a chance to do the cruise, they still wish they had done it when they were younger. So as we're building this thing, guys, we got to still live life. We have to live life with the people that we love, right? That we want to spend time with, that we cherish, and build memories now while we're building the business, right? Because tomorrow may not come, or it may be too late, or health might happen. And now you just don't physically feel up to doing the things that make you happy. So find what brings joy in your life now. And plan what it takes to live the life of your dreams and work that plan and put it in place. Be intentional of who you spend your time with, who you include in your circle and share your life with, because time will run out, right? And so we want to make sure that we are living a full life and that we actually die empty, right? Knowing that we've done everything that we wanted to do in order to have life. So Jarrell asked me what was the best part of the trip. And so one of the things that I told him, well, mom was like, spending time with family. And I'm like, yeah, right. But then I also was just basically like, peace. That was my favorite part of the trip. Being at peace, seeing God's masterpiece, just being real quiet, right? And looking and noticing like we're in this vessel in the middle of the ocean, and as far as you can see, it's just water, right? Or you just look out and you can see the clouds, and in the distance you see mountains, but you're able to see miles out simply because the sky is just that clear, where you can see the sun as clouds and just miles and miles of ocean and then mountains, right? And just being quiet and being able to rejuvenate and get back grounded and finding balance again. Like that was really that was the best part of the trip. I was telling Jarrell, like I ain't want to come home. I wanted to stay out there, y'all. Like I kind of mourned my trip a little bit when I got home. Like why am I here? It's cold. But you know, so that just made me say, like, build a life that you don't need a vacation from, where every day can be a vacation. So with that, Jackie, I see you're on, so you probably have some questions for me, but I want y'all to be able to ask me some questions too. So if y'all have questions, you guys can ask, but I know Jackie is about to hit me up. So what's up, Jack?
Oh yeah, of course. I'll ask you a question, and then we can always leave room for questions from the team as well too. But I know we have a lot of great new faces in here too. And then also we have some folks that have been with us for a period of time within their journey here. And, a lot of them know you, a lot of them don't know you, right? But I guess my biggest question for you too, you were sharing just freedom. Like, what do you feel like, what was kind of like some of the sacrifices or even just decisions you had to make like early on here that just allowed for you to experience what you experienced as well?
Yeah, excellent question. Growth, right? I think the biggest sacrifice was giving up myself and what I thought that I knew and the programming that I had already been taught, right? And learning a new way of being. And understanding that that wasn't giving up myself, it was just growth. And so we can't be afraid to grow. I think that's the biggest sacrifice. What we've done to get us to where we are was great based off the knowledge that we had, but then there's another level that you have to go to that you don't know who that part of you is. So you can't be afraid to learn who you are and to challenge yourself to grow to the next level. So that's the biggest sacrifice that I think that there is. Yeah, you have to call people, yeah, you have to, do certain things in terms of, we used to meet in person. So sacrifice might be going to the meeting, being on the meetings, right? Being at the meetings, being at trainings, things like that. That's the little part of it. The mindset, that's the biggest sacrifice and that's the biggest challenge.
That's a good one too, sis. Like, guys, what you just took away from it's just like it's kind of like ego in a sense, right? I don't know if any of my philosophy folks out here, but it just brings me back to college in a way. But like sometimes you have to let go of the old self in order for you to be the new version of you too. And I just love that takeaway too, Kia, because I think that's something to learn from you specifically because you offer so much wisdom. And guys, you definitely need to connect with this incredible woman too, because she has experience here. She's gotten fully licensed here. She has a lot of things that can be brought to the table. And then also too, I know Coach Kia is always willing to learn new things and also get better. And so that's why we're a team, because we can bounce off of each other too. So, but I want to open up the board if anybody has any questions at all. I don't want to take up all the time, like if anybody has any questions, but I do have others, but I want to open up the board if anybody else wants to ask questions.
I'm always here for it.
Yeah. And she don't bite, you guys. She's awesome. If you want to come up here or even drop in the chat to you guys if you have any questions. But I'll do going once.
Let me see if I can. Do I still know how to? I was trying to. Jarrell was trying to show me how to share my screen.
I know Kia wanted to show you guys pictures too.
That was funny.
Let's see.
Let me see. Get one. Keep going.
Yeah, but while I guess while you're doing that too, Kia, I guess just kind of walk us through too. Like I know like you went to so many different places in Europe too. Like I guess what was like one of your favorite spots that you guys stopped at too? I'm just curious to know too. Like what was one of your favorite moments there?
It had to be in Ibiza when we had that, I felt like a 5-course meal. That had to be it. Let's see.
Of course it had to be food, Kia. I love it, girl.
I'm a foodie.
Yep, I love that for you. Who else is a foodie in here? You guys drop in the chat. Kia is for sure. Brooke said same. Janie said I am. Yeah, Mama Fry said foodie too.
Look, I got it. Let me see.
Oh, perfect. Let's get it.
Oh, selected one. Can I show more than one?
I think you can.
So this was a restaurant.
I think when you broadcast your screen, you'd be able to as well.
I do not know how to.
Guys,
Broadcast is great.
Kia's learning about all this tech stuff too.
Go to your regular photo
Oh,
album
wait,
instead
let
of
me
Google
see.
Photos.
Let me see.
There you
Do I
go.
see that? Do I have to swipe? Can I swipe? I can.
Oh my gosh.
Let me turn it this way. No. So that's where we were eating at. And then that's the paella. So it's in this big old dish. And that's the marina. And then they served it with the olive oil and balsamic. And that's the veggie one. But it was just so much food.
Teaching us to dream, girl. I love it.
So that was that. Let me see. Can I stop? I don't want to leave. I'll stop sharing. Let's see if I can share the other thing. Is mom's typing in the chat, her little fingers are going away. Let's see. Some more photos because I wanted to show. It was so windy though that I had to make fun of myself. And let's see if I'm able to.
Sarah said, bring us some next time.
Of course.
I know. Yeah. And then Mama Fry said, being able to get pampered every day was awesome.
Yeah, being able to get pampered was.
I love that.
The life.
Yeah,
so it was like I was trying to, y'all, it was so windy though. So that was just like one of the things, just seeing that and just walking around and just seeing people, like how people were loving on each other, right? Like regardless if it was on the ship or heck, even walking down, the street and where we were in the city. People just being free to be, right? That was wonderful. And just like the views, you can't beat the views. So I'm gonna drop it in our Telegram, like some of the videos and the views that we got. So you guys will be able to see that. But yeah. Any other question?
Thanks for sharing it with us too, sis. No, I just wanted to like pick your brain on like what you really appreciate about your trip, and like you just delivered so much value tonight. And I just appreciate you taking the time tonight just to share what you've taken from within the business, but then at the same time answering my questions too. And just selling the dream a little bit. Guys, this is what is fully capable to be able to do within the business as well too. And just the direction that you can take, and honestly, the trajectory that you guys are on currently right now too. So Kia, I appreciate you speaking tonight too, girl, and delivering greatness for us.
Listen, yes. So if you can't take anything, live life now, build it now, don't wait, right? Take advantage and just understand who you have in our coaches, that they really want to see us succeed, right? And so whatever that takes. So just be in communication, learn as much as you can, but definitely if you are not life licensed, get it done. If you're not securities licensed, get it done, right? Like get your licenses, because this is the way to success, and regardless of how you want to build the business, so you can be a builder and make sure that you're building an agency, right, of other individuals just like yourself who want to help people in terms of their money and their finances, or you can be an advisor, right? But however you're going to do it 100% and like get it done. Don't BS this thing. Is the freedom is there, right? And so you don't really know how much freedom you have until life happens. And so you don't want to be on the other side of it in order to be able to get it, but you also don't want life to happen and you not be prepared too, right? You don't want something to happen and you're not able to take care of people like you want to take care of with them financially, because a lot of things, money does matter. right? Money does matter in the quality of life that people can have when adversity hits. And when you don't have to question or don't have to worry about the money in order to get it done, asking people for things or whatever, and you're the person that can make it happen, then it matters. So just do what's necessary. I can't stress that enough in order for you to have the freedom that you want to have. Freedom of time, freedom of money, freedom of self. So
Thanks,
that's
sis.
what I
I
got.
appreciate you. Guys, give Kia an amazing round of applause in the chat too, guys, for investing her time tonight, sharing incredible value like what Mama Fry said as well. If you guys got value, drop value in the comments too. And guys, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all those pictures inside of Telegram. So, well, guys, I get to kick it off next, which I'm really excited about too. It's amazing following someone as incredible as Kia because, guys, she really showed you the dream of what you can do here. And I'm excited because I get to talk about something a little bit different with you guys tonight too. And so, what's kind of a little bit different too is just kind of helping you guys understand the direction that you can take within your business as well, like the entire direction of your life of what Kia shared. And guys, that's the power of getting to big events. And guys, getting to big events, you get to meet people like Kia. I know our family is incredible. We are locked in. A lot of you guys got to meet Kia this past builder school. You got to meet honestly a lot of our incredible family like Jenna, Kristen, like that's the power of showing up to big events. And so, guys, we have an East Coast Builder School coming up this January in Clearwater, Florida. And I'm going to kind of break it down to you guys exactly why you need to be there, why your business depends on it, and how to overcome every single obstacle that might be holding you back. And so, guys, this is why big events matter. And screenshot this too, because here's the truth. Big events are going to help you build your belief faster than anything else in this business. And you cannot get the same breakthrough from a Zoom, right? Like, guys, shout out to you guys for being on this Zoom tonight, right? But what Kia was delivering you guys tonight too, you can't have that extreme breakthrough like how you would in person. And so that's why it's so important because we get to come build relationships together and be present. You cannot get the same fire from a training call. You cannot get the same clarity from scrolling on social media too. That's where breakthroughs are going to happen in the room. And so that's why it's so important for you guys to build your belief. Big events create that belief, the power of proximity and being around people. And thirdly, clarity. Guys, a lot of you on this call tonight are here for a reason. And so when you guys start to hear stories like Kia's too, it allows for you to be like, they can do it, I can do it. And when you feel the energy and the culture, something's going to shift in you as well too, you guys. And so that's why it's so important too, is big events are going to help you create incredible momentum too. And so what you get at Builder School, you guys, and what I would say too, there's a lot of great photos of us on here too. But at Builder School, you guys, you aren't just learning information, you're actually getting a blueprint on how to be successful here. And also to bring that wholesomeness of what Kia shared as well with you guys. So you're going to learn step by step on how to plug into this, how you can grow here, how you can build it the way that you need to and that you want to. And also learning the processes because you guys will be able to connect with incredible leaders and winners across the country. Like shout out in these photos, we got Kristen, we got Danielle, we got Jenna, Chuck, Audrey, Jarrell and I. We have our incredible office manager, Michelle, down in the bottom left-hand corner too. You guys, like you get to connect with so many people and build great relationships. And so that's what's going to be powerful about this as well too, you guys, is connecting with people across the country and walking out with clarity and confidence and a plan. And so, but the biggest thing is, guys, you don't go for the event. You go for the person you become because of the event. And I just love even just sharing what Kia was sharing tonight to you guys is just like, why am I here? What am I doing for myself and what am I creating for myself? And also at the same time as well too, what kind of freedom can I create? So that's why it's so important for you guys to be at big events as well too. And so maybe you guys are brand new and maybe you guys are asking yourselves, I just want to kind of go over some thoughts that maybe some of you guys are having, like, how can I afford this? How can I afford to go? And so, guys, you can't afford not to go. The cost of missing the event is actually higher for you. And so, guys, when you think about it as well, too, a lot of you guys are licensed on this call, either life licensed or fully licensed. One good week in this business will take care of your entire trip. It'll take care of the income that you lost from your job or whatever the case may be. You know, we have teammates that have sold something small, they've side hustled, they saved intentionally. Or, guys, you have the most powerful thing, which is a license. And so you guys can go out and utilize that and be able to take care of your trip too. Because the cost of missing this event is actually way more expensive than the cost of going too. And so just keep that in mind, you guys. Like, if your bank account's tight right now, that's exactly why you need to be in Clearwater too. And that's why every single leader you admire was once in that position. And they still found a way to be at big events as well. So that decision is what turned their entire life around, was how can I make this happen for myself too? And guys, you might want to wait till the very end, because I know Coach Jarrell is about to drop something spectacular that can help you move into that direction too. But here's another one that you guys are thinking about, like, how am I going to get there? You know, that's another thing too. We have options, you guys. You can carpool. People are driving from anywhere. You know, people are splitting Airbnbs, hotel rooms. Flights are cheapest when you plan early. You know, shout out to Mike Fry, already putting things in place for himself as well too for East Coast Builder School. And the team will help you find travel partners, roommates, rides. Like, guys, you have to be in this room because you're not doing this alone. We can make it happen together. And so don't ask, how am I going to get there? You're going to ask who is going and link up with them too, because that's another great way that you can be able to do this as well. And so another thing too, I don't know what to do with the kids. That's always a great question too. And so, you know, Drell and I have always made it happen with our children too, you guys. Like, you know, we've brought Jaden with us, you know, and also to you guys, make it happen. You know, ask family, friends, church members, even other teammates. Like, people are willing to support you when you communicate your purpose. So finding ways where you can actually, you know, have somebody watch the children while you're gone, or being able to bring them along too. Like, guys, there's a lot of ways that you can be able to be present, because your kids deserve a mom or dad who's growing, is earning, and also creating financial freedom. And so your kids deserve a parent who's going to come home from Clearwater with more belief, more confidence, and more vision too. And so every leader has to make sometimes temporary sacrifices and decisions for long-term freedom as well. And guys, you know, when you think about it as well too, people are willing to help, and those kids deserve a great version of you that comes home from that big event too. And so my last one with you guys too is, I'm brand new. Like, I don't want to be overwhelmed. Well, some of you are thinking, you know, maybe that's you right now. Perfect. New people get the most out of big events. Getting around the right environment early actually shortens your learning curve by 6 to 12 months here. So you learn the right mindset, habits, and systems immediately. And that's why you guys have incredible coaches on this call right now. Kia, myself, Terrell, we are delivering things to you guys that it shortens your learning curve for you to be successful within this business. So that's what this is going to be really beautiful. And being new is the best time to go. It sets your foundation right away too. And lastly, you know, what if I don't know anyone? What if you feel kind of out of place? And, you know, this is a family environment, you guys, if you haven't learned this already. Maybe some of you guys are like, I'm shy, I don't know anyone. I just don't want to have that feeling. Nobody sits alone. Nobody eats alone. Nobody's left out, right? You'll learn that you're going to connect with so many people across the country. And so events make you feel connected, make you feel confident, and show that you're a part of something special as well too. So you guys belong in the moment that you decide that you do too. And so here's the truth, you guys. Nothing changes until you change your environment. And so here's the top 4 things for you guys too, and take a screenshot of this. You know, your next level is one car ride or one plane ride away. Your breakthrough will not happen just sitting at home, you guys, too. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. It happens in rooms that stretch you, inspire you, and challenge you. And so Clearwater is going to be an ignition of belief, identity, and momentum inside of you. And there's a future version of you guys, too. If you're waiting at that event, a stronger you, a more confident you, a leader version of you, That's who you're going to meet in January and who you'll become from being at that next big event too, you guys. So I want to close us out. You guys get your ticket now. We'll post the link inside of Telegram too, because here's my challenge to you guys. If you're serious about changing your income, if you're serious about building here, if you're serious about elevating your life and your family, you guys do need to be at East Coast Builder School. And guys, remember this, tickets do go up too. So make sure you lock in your price now too. Leaders make decisions quickly. So guys, get your tickets today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because if you guys are serious about changing and setting the pedestal for 2026, I'm going to be able to see you guys in Clearwater, and I can't wait for that as well. So guys, I'm going to deliver it on over to Coach Darrell with some incredible recognition as well to you guys, recognizing so many of you incredible leaders, and at the same time as well too, delivering an incredible bombshell announcement. So Darrell, take it away.
All right, y'all. What's up, man? Listen, if you got some value from that, put value in the chat. Kia, thank you so much, girl. Like, just so proud of you. I'm just so proud of you. Just the fact that you were in Europe, you and Mama, like, I was just happy. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, man, I was like a kid in cancer. Like, you could ask Jackie. I was like, I'm just so happy. But then also, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, dang it, I need to be there with them. Like, I can't wait till we do these cruises together. So just excited that you got to experience that. And then the fact that you got paid, it's funny because you know me, I'm always taking screenshots and sending money, right? And so I'm like, let me send this to you right quick. And I was like, nope, she's out of town. I'm not sending nothing. I'll just wait till she gets back because I'm not disturbing her. I ain't talking to her. I ain't passing go, none of things. I know when she gets back, she gonna hit me up and we gonna make it do what it do, right? And so listen, y'all, put y'all hands together for some recognition as I share my screen. You see, we got Jaden with me. Jaden wanted to help me, y'all. So he wanted to say what up. You know, he wants to be in the spotlight. So he can't wait to get his name on the leaders boards. That's what he's fighting for. He said he's coming for that number one. And so here we go. Let's go. So as we close it out, and then two of y'all, listen, stay on. Because I got a bombshell announcement. I told y'all it's going to be a December to remember, right? Like, it's crazy here because the theme of this month is Dream Big. And it's just so crazy how everything's aligned together. And so listen, y'all, we're going to recognize our teammates tonight. Make sure you show them some love in the chat. Throw her some fire emojis, some confetti, clapping hands, like all the things. Because listen, we celebrate our teammates, right? Like if you don't see your name, it's not a reason to get bitter. It's a reason to get better, right? And take a screenshot and say, hey, I'm going to go compete. I'm going to beat this person next week, right? Because we do it week after week. And so listen, let's get into it. At number 3, the top 3 in premium. Let me actually open my video so I can see all y'all. I want to see who's engaged. What's up, Mama? What's up, Kia? What's up, Angela? Good to see you, girl. Aaron, Dawn, Mike, Sharita, Brooke, Michelle, Kristen, Walia. Great job of having your cameras on. It's so great to see you guys. All right, I'm diving in, y'all, because I don't want to take up too much of your time. But top 3 in premium. Aaron, these are individuals that are getting after it and helping families with the best life insurance in the world, right? Not just Angela said, go do your research. You'll find that I'm not lying, y'all, because I just speak facts, Mama Pride. I just speak facts. And so number 3, the top 3 in premium. At number 3, well, looks like we have a two-way tie at number 2. So at $1,377 in premium, give it up for Uncle Chuck, right? Also at number 2, hey, somebody told me it's her birthday today, y'all. So make sure y'all show her some love in the chat and send some happy birthdays to her if you haven't done so already. But at $1,337 in premium, give it up for Audrey Ho. But guys, listen, there's only one number 1 at 1,000. We got a new number 1, y'all, at $1,770 in premium. Give it up for Dawn and Kurt Fersler out of Ohio. Great job, Dawn. Look at you. And listen, y'all, record-breaking month. Like, she had a record-breaking month here in recruits, record-breaking month in premium, and record-breaking month in cash. Wait till you see what happens tonight when that cash flow takes over, y'all. I'm just so excited for y'all because some of y'all about to get paid, right? And so great job, Dawn and Kurt, being number 1 in premium. Top 3 recruiting. These are for individuals that are offering opportunity to people and giving them a chance to change their life, right? And so we go 3 spots, y'all. It looks like we have a two-way tie again at number 2, right? 2 new business partners for the month of November. Give it up for Jen and Shelly. But guess what? Someone else is tied. Dawn and Kurt Fersler with 2 business partners as well. But listen, y'all, there's only one number 1 out of the great state of Ohio. She loves the Lions, y'all. She loves green and white too, right? I'm throwing that out there just because I can, right? Give it up for Kristen Askins, number 1 4 new business partners for the month of November. Great job, sis. We're so proud of you, and we're just excited because I know you are on the mission to get your getting promoted, getting your license, and like all the things. So keep up the great work. Proud of you. But listen, y'all. This is crazy, kid. Because right, so you talk about securities volume. I mean, you were gone for like what? Like 20 months. I feel like when you're in Europe, you're gone forever, and I was just having a separation anxiety. But the fact that you were gone, you still have production coming in, right? What a business, y'all. What a business. And so make sure y'all show Kia and Mama Fry some love in the chat. In the month of November, where she probably felt like she didn't do anything, and she probably didn't, right? And she deserved not to do anything because everything that she's been experiencing in life, but she handled it with grace, did $2,454 in securities volume, y'all, and got paid. So proud of you, girl. Like, I can keep going, but that's the business, y'all. That's what the business can do. When you do the right things, you help people and put them in the right vehicle. This is what happens. The business will pay you, right? Stay patient, stay faithful, stay consistent. Keep your goals and dreams in front of y'all. And so listen, let's recognize some individuals that completed their licensing course. Listen, Melissa Robles out of Ohio. Look, she only been in the business for like a week, y'all. Actually, this is her second week, I believe, right? 2 weeks in the business, already knocked out her licensing course. I know some of you are on her tail, right? But now, promotions in motion. These are your teammates that are getting after, getting promoted, and taking their business to the next level. Newest senior representative out of the great state of Ohio, getting off to a fast start. Give Shelby Gibbs some love in the chat, right? Congratulate her. Great job, sister. We are so proud of you. I'm telling you, your future is bright. We're excited for what's in front for you. Cash flow. So this is the money, y'all. All right, I'm gonna have to update this again after tonight, kid, because I know their cash flow is increasing after the payout tonight. But listen, let's recognize people that's getting paid, right? And so we got a lot of people. Stephanie Canada, $106 in cash. I believe that was like a residual check that she got, Mama Fry, from the work that she did. Audrey, $184, record-breaking month for her. First month license, y'all. Part-time, made $184. Great job, Audrey. Proud of you. Brooke Fox out of Maryland, y'all. $191. Independent. I don't say independent. She's a wife, right? But she's a stay-at-home mama with like a baby, right? And for those of you who got toddlers, right? I know how challenging it can be, but she's making it happen. She's not making excuses. She's making it do what it do. $191 in the month of November. Megan Hovermill, $199. Girl, look, $199 probably, but Primerica ain't one, right? And so listen, Dawn, $216 so far in cash. I'm excited because that number is going to continue to go north, right? And so you're going to have a record-breaking month. Proud of you. Great job, right? And then Mama and Kia Fry, look, $238, right? All that's residual income, which is crazy, right? She took 2 weeks off, y'all, right? She told y'all, like, hey, I really didn't help nobody, right? And so, but the business paid. It's because of the work that she did before. And as she continues to do the work, you know what I'm excited about that number, Mama, is that it's going to continue to grow. It's gonna grow. Like 3-4 years from now, kid, that number is gonna be like 4, 5, 6,000. Or maybe I should just say 6, 7, right? Since that's the trend that we on. 6, 7, right? 6, 7,000 is coming in, not even thinking about it. And I'm grateful, right? We're grateful just to be in a position where we can make some income. So far this month, 8,000. We'll definitely be over 10,000 tonight, and we're excited about that. And I told you, hey, we going somewhere, right? We're gonna take this thing to the next level. And this is our season, right? This is our time, and the time is now. And so again, I just had to make sure I put this out there. Happy birthday, Audrey. You're so proud of you. Happy birthday. Trust this birthday brought you everything and then some, right? And so make sure if you guys haven't already, you give her some love. And guess what, Aaron? I got to stop sharing for a quick second because I got to get my bombshell announcement up for you guys so I can show you guys the bombshell announcement. I know I'm over a couple minutes, but I promise you, Brooke, it's going to be a December to remember. So let me get my slides together. What's up, Janie? It's great to see you, sis. Welcome on as I see you. But let's pull this up. So listen, if you're ready for a bombshell announcement, put bombshell in the chat. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you guys take a screenshot of this because this is a series that we're going to move into over the next few weeks. So we're really going to spend a lot of time on the fundamentals of the business, right? And so we're going to teach you guys the 8 fundamentals of how to build this business. But this is what you need to know, Aaron, to be successful here. You master these fundamentals, Aaron, I promise you'll be able to walk away from your job. You'll be able to do this full time and money won't be a thing. Right? Money won't be a thing. And so take a screenshot of this, y'all. It's important to know these things, right? I know a couple weeks ago, I talked about the 1,000-person name list. And so we're going to start a series where we're just going to go through this. It may take us 2, 3, 4, 5 months. I don't care, but we're going to go through it so we understand it and we can get better and we can be equipped for what's to come, right? And so you got the fundamentals. I got to show this again, y'all, just because I don't know about y'all, but Kia, they paying bonuses if you're not a regional vice president. Did y'all hear me? Like, they are paying a bonus, Mike Fry, if you are not a regional vice president. So how many of you guys are regional vice presidents? If you're a regional vice president, put RVP in the chat, right? I probably only see like one person. So what does that mean? If you didn't put RVP, that means you qualify for a bonus, right? You qualify for a bonus. So just do this first. Help me with this, y'all. I know we want to dream big, but what would you get right now with an additional $400? Listen, before you say bills, we're not paying bills right now. I'm not saying don't pay your bills. That's not what I'm saying, y'all. But bills are paid, everything's taken care of. You just got an extra $400 in here where you can spend it on anything. You could be like Kia, spend it on food. I'm pretty sure she'll spend $400 on food, y'all, and probably not have enough, right? But you can spend it on anything, and whatever it is, I want you to do me a favor, write it down tonight. What would you spend $400 on? Write it down tonight. Be coachable, right? Do it now. Don't wait. Like, don't wait till we get off the Zoom. Don't wait till next week and say, oh, Coach did ask like a couple weeks ago, what would I spend? No. I want you to spend it today because I want you to feel it. I want you to taste the air. I want you to say, man, this feels good. Maybe it's a PS5. I don't even know if that's enough for a PS5, but it can get you there, right? And so whatever it is, go spend the money. Maybe you say, hey, Jackie did say invest in my business. Let me get my plane ticket. Make sure I'm in Florida with the winners, right? And make sure I'm around it, like-minded individuals that want to see me win. And so, again, guys, I know I spend a lot of time on this, but it's important that you understand that this is a big dang deal. I mean, Kia, when have they done this before? Never, y'all. Aaron, listen, I'm trying to teach you something, brother. You want to make $3,000 this month? Let me show you the game. Go get licensed and let me run with you. Let me teach you the game, right? Let me show you exactly what I did. Aaron's like, I'm already in, bro. He's like, I'm already doing my course 3 days in. My mom already told me I got to get licensed by Saturday. I got you, bro. I know, but I'm just using you for an example because I know you're doing a damn thing, right? Excuse my language. But they're going to pay this out, too, before Christmas, y'all. They're going to pay it out before Christmas. It says it in red. I didn't make this up here. It says pay out before the holidays. All right, I know y'all like, Coach, you stalling. I am. And so, listen. Bombshell announcement. Mike, I know you like, bro, I missed out the opportunity last time. I was hoping that it came back, and guess what, Mike? It did. Sarita, hold your seat, girl. I don't want you to jump out the seat and get crazy with it, right? But listen, bombshell announcement. I know y'all like, Coach, stop playing and just show it. Dawn, thank you for your patience. I know you like looking like, bro, hit the next button, but my thing got stuck, y'all, so I'm just waiting for it to catch up. So that's why I'm talking, Mike, right? Anthony, you know what we was doing earlier, girl. Y'all thought I was freezing, and it was the phone, right? And so that's what we going through with Leah. But listen, bombshell announcement, 2-app promotion, y'all. 2-app promotion. If you brand new, you like, what is that? Angela, you know how I told you everything I told you earlier? Erase what I just told you, sis. We're going to still do that anyway, but erase what I just told you. Because, Angela, listen, if you help 2 families book life insurance between now, well, actually, tomorrow's the 3rd, so between tomorrow and December 12th, guess what, y'all? You get a promotion. So, Dawn, what does that mean for you? You go help 2 families with life insurance between now and the 12th. What do you get promoted to, Dawn? District leader, a 50% contract. And so guess what? It doesn't stop. And so now, Dawn, once you got district, you're like, hey, I want to go get division. So what do you think you got to do? 2 more apps. And so now you've done 4 apps, Dawn, to do what? To get 2 promotions. But you're like, Mike, you're like, no, bro, I want to go to the regional leader, and I want to go to senior regional leader. Well, to go from division to regional is 3 apps, Rita. Right? So if you're a division leader, you do 3 apps between tomorrow and December 12th. What happens? You get a promotion. We like Oprah here for Christmas, y'all. We just giving out promotions left and right. You get a promotion, you get a promotion, you get a promotion, right? That's what we're doing. Dawn's like, yeah, it's like, you see her doing the money thing? That's all it is. And then to go to regional to senior regional, it's 4 apps. Right? And so we're going to help you through it. But guess what, Mike? You got 9 days. You got 9 days. You got you start tonight, get your list together and all the things, right? But you got into the 12th, which is next Friday, I believe, right? That's next Friday. And so you got the rest of this week and all of next week to make it happen. Kia, guess what, girl? I'm just going to use you because you're fully licensed. And so you go out and do 10 by 10 this month, 10K minimum. Guess what? You can get your promotion to regional vice president in the month of January, right? I already got it approved, right? And so we just got to do the numbers, and we can be promoting some regional vice presidents as well. And so listen, y'all, take a screenshot, right? We're going to post this all over Telegram. Hey, if you're fired up about this incentive, you have no idea what this incentive is, but you fired up, do me a favor, go to Telegram, put your favorite emoji down, put some fire emojis, whatever the case may be, do all the things, go to Telegram. But then 2, what I'd love to hear from you guys tonight, share your top takeaways, right? Share your top takeaways. Where'd you get value from? And so we can hear from you. And I'm telling you, this is going to be December to remember. We're going to end this year with a bang, and we're going to steal some down. Like, we're going to have that explosive team that as we go into January, they're like, man, where did that team come from? They went from like 14 apps to like 1,000 apps in a month. That's where we're headed, y'all. I'm telling you, the time is now. Dream big. You never got in trouble for dreaming big, y'all. And so we're excited. Jackie and I are just so grateful to be your coaches. Honestly, just to be able to show you guys and teach you guys what you guys need to do to be successful and build the business here. And so, Kia, thank you for sharing your heart with us today. Thank you for sharing your trip, because I'm like, we get to talk tomorrow, so I know we're gonna talk all about that trip. That's probably what we're gonna spend our time talking about. Just let you know right now. But just thank you for sharing and being vulnerable and just sharing with the people what it looks like to have freedom, right? Because freedom looks different for everybody, right? Freedom is not the same for everybody, but it just shows you what this business can do for you. The fact that, and I'm just sharing, like, just the fact that you and mama were able to be present for your grandma and mama, and try not to get emotional, but just the fact that you were able to do those things and not have to worry about it, and then be able to take a trip without worrying about it and just enjoy life, like, it's a blessing, right? And I think sometimes people forget about how great this business is and what it can do for you and your family. But that's the business. Like, everybody, they build this thing differently, Dawn, and that's the beautiful thing about it. Like, you don't all have to build the same way, but it's important for you to know what your purpose is. It's important for you to know why you're here. It's important for you to write your goals down and just go work towards them. No one said it's going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it, right? And I'm just here to tell you, if you stay consistent, you stay disciplined, and you do the things you're supposed to do, it's going to happen for you, bro. It's going to happen. But